Hey guys, hello everyone and welcome to the channel. So this particular video is about PhD admission notification which has been announced by IISER Bhopal and NISER Bhubaneswar. Now both of these institutes are equally well known and these are among the first choice of the students who choose for PhD, especially I am talking about chemistry field. Now the thing is that now onwards, like from October onwards, you will see notifications of admission in different IITs, in different IISERs, in different NITs. So you have to make sure that you are you are updated about it and you are applying for the admission wherever you are eligible for, right? Now I am just combining both of these admission notification in a single video because both these institutes have quite similar eligibility criteria, and also the date of applying for them is quite near, so that's why I'm doing that. There are other institutes also who have opened up their admission portal, and I'll make videos on them subsequently, right? So now without wasting any time, let's continue the video and let's try to understand that what are the important things which you have to keep in mind when you are applying for IISER Bhopal and when you are applying for NISER Bhubaneswar. Alright, so I'll talk about IISER Bhopal first of all. This is the page on which the admission notification and the other important details are given. Now, I'll give you a link to reach out to this page directly. In the link will be provided in the description of this video, so you can reach out to this page directly from there. You don't have to do anything on this, you just have to read whatever the things are given. So application are invited for biological sciences, chemical engineering, chemistry, earth and environmental science, electrical engineering, computer science, humanities and social sciences. So all these subjects they have announced, or they have basically they are going to take the admission for, right? Now application procedure is basically going to be different for the different subjects, and the eligibility is also different for the different subject. Now various research areas depending upon the topic is given over here. You just have to click on the subject itself and this will open up. So in the Department of Chemistry you have inorganic chemistry. These are the topics in which they are inviting for the these are the topics of interest for which you can apply for. Organic chemistry, again it goes over here, and physical chemistry you can read about them. Okay, eligibility is like minimum qualification which is asked is like you should have MSc or MTech degree in the relevant discipline with a minimum of 60% marks, or if you are getting CGPA then it should be 7.0 on a 10-point scale, and mathematics should be there in your 10 plus 2 level is desirable. Okay, so you should have mathematics, that's a desirable thing. Now for application to be considered in physical chemistry, mathematics in 10 plus 2 level as well as in BSc is mandatory. So in case if you are applying for physical chemistry, then mathematics becomes compulsory over there. If you are applying for organic or inorganic, then mathematics is not compulsory but it's desirable. Okay, that's the difference between it, you have to understand. Okay, now the thing is that your percentage will be considered for your evaluation. Then your your grades, if you only have grades in your mark sheet, then your CGPA is going to be considered on a 10-pointer scale. And if both marks and CGPA is there, then the marks equivalent of CGPA as indicated by the transcript or the grade sheet. That means there is a formula given in your mark sheet, right? How to convert your CGPA into marks. That is what they are talking about, that they are going to consider. Additionally, means apart from that minimum eligibility, you should also have qualified a national level examination like NET or GATE or CHIR JRF or UGC JRF or Inspire or NET LS or Rajiv Gandhi Fellowship, or any other recognized score is mandatory. So you should have any of these exams as qualified, or you should have any of these fellowship when you are applying for this IISER Bhubaneswar. Now this form becomes for those who have not qualified any of these exams, or those who are waiting for the exam to be held, for them they cannot apply for this, right? But those who have qualified any of these exams, and if they have quite decent marks, they can obviously go for it and apply it, right? National level examination is exempt for those with BTech from IITs or BSMS from IISER. Now if you are a BSMS student from IISER, or if you are a BTech student from IIT and want to do PhD, in that case you don't have to qualify any of the national level exam, you can directly apply for the interview, right? and a student whose result for CSI or GCNet fellowship or Rajiv Gandhi fellowship or Inspire or any other equivalent fellowship are awaited may also apply. So in case if you have applied for Inspire fellowship and your result is awaited, then also you can apply with your roll number or with the application number which is mentioned to you. Okay. A relaxation of 5% marks or an equivalent relaxation of grade will be allowed to the candidate belonging to SC, ST or PD category, and merely fulfilling the eligibility criteria does not entitle a candidate to be called for the interview. So that is the thing. Now there are certain points which you have to make a note of, that all the communication with the candidate will be done by email only. Kindly check the website for periodic updates, and in case of any application related query, your application number must be mentioned in the subject line. So in case if you are mailing, so mention your application number over here. Once you apply, after that this application number you will get. Okay, candidates who are appearing are about to appear in the final examination of the qualifying degree program are eligible to apply for the PhD program. However, if selected, admission to the PhD program would be conditional upon the completing the qualifying degree with a defined marks criteria before joining the institute. So make sure that if you are applying and if you have not, if you are in the final year or if you are in the final semester, so when the semester starts, the semester will start in the month of January 2022. You should have qualified, or you should be able to clear your masters or whatever is the qualifying exam for you. Just clear that before January 2022. Okay, so that thing should be clear to you. Selection will be based on interview of the shortlisted candidate. Relaxation of eligibility criteria for SC, ST and PD applicant is already given according to the Government of India rules. And applying does not automatically guarantee that the candidate will be shortlisted for interview. There are other departmental ways of scrutinizing the student, so that will also be done. Selection process will be done by shortlisting the candidate and interview. They will be called for an interview. Date of the interview will be communicated to the shortlisted candidate by email, and the same will be available on the institute website. Now TA will be paid to the SC, ST candidate appearing for the interview as per the Government of India norms. TA means travel allowance. So in case if you are traveling to the place or to the institute, then that will be paid only to the SC, ST and PD candidates. Okay, other relevant dates will be announced in the due course of time. So make sure that you are continuously visiting this website in case if you are applying for IISER Bhopal. And this is the person in charge for the admission over here. So these are the details over here. Dr. Sangeet Kumar, and head Department of Chemistry, and this is his email ID, and Dr. Sanjeet Konar, convener, Departmental Postgraduate Committee. Email is also provided to you, right? And if you belong to any other subject, you can read about them subsequently. Age limit is preferably your age should not be more than 28 years, and there is a age relaxation of 3 years given to the OBC candidate, and a 5-year relaxation is given to SC, ST and PD and female applicant as well. Reservation according to the Government of India, and candidate belonging to the reserved category will have to submit the relevant certificate. Means you have to submit your category certificate. That's what they are telling you. Now fellowship, all the candidate will be eligible to receive JRF fellowship as per the funding agency norms. So as the funding agency will be either CSIR JRF or Inspire or Rajiv Gandhi National Fellowship. So in that case, the funding agency will be that. Okay, so this is what is mentioned. Now, in case if you want to apply for it, as I said, that if you want to apply for chemistry, go to the point number C to submit the online PhD application for chemistry. Please click here. Now, once you click here, Google form will open up, and that form you have to fill with all your details. Okay, so fill your email ID and just make a check of all of them, and then do next, and then you have to fill the form. Whatever is being asked, just give all the details whatever they are asking. All right, so this is how you have to fill the form for IISER Bhopal, and this is how you have to apply for it. The second application is for your NISER Bhubaneswar. Okay, so I will just show you that how it looks. All right, so this is the official website of NISER, and what you have to do is you have to scroll a little bit down over here, and in this latest news you have to come down and you have to see that there is a point called as PhD advertisement 2021 winter session. So click on this and you will be able to download admission, like a notification basically. and that notification talks about that what is like how the PhD admission is going to be. So it is going to be like the notification is for the batch which will start from 3rd of January 2022. Mark this out. Okay, and School of Biological Sciences, Chemical Sciences, Computer Science and Mathematical Science are going to take the admission. I'll talk about chemical sciences over here. So minimum eligibility criteria is that you should have 60% or equivalent CGPA in marks in masters in chemistry and the aided chemistry field. Student with master's degree in any branch of the basic science with undergraduate degree in chemistry or MTech in applied chemistry or computer sciences with interest in pursuing a career in chemistry is also encouraged to apply. So that means if you are a chemistry student, then also you can apply. If you are non-chemistry student but you have studied chemistry in your bachelor's, then also you can apply for this. Okay, so that's the minimum eligibility criteria. Now requirement of qualifying in national level examination for pursuing PhD program. So you can see that School of Chemical Sciences has this requirement for the qualification of national level examination, that the candidate should have qualified at least one of the national level exam, that is CSIR, UGC NET, LS or JRF, any of that is acceptable, GATE or GATE. Okay, so either NET, LS or JRF or GATE. Okay, valid for the academic year of 2021 and 2022. That's the eligibility criteria which they have. So again, it is also for those who have qualified NET, LS, means JRF, LS or GATE. So any of these. Okay, now you can see that there are some important notes over here, that the cutoff marks of the national level exams such as GATE, JEST, GPAT and all these exams etc. will be further decided by each school on the relevant subject area. Okay, so that is also one thing which you have to keep in mind. Fellowship for the candidate will be awarded as an institute fellowship from NISER, and that will be something around 31,000 for the first 2 years, which will increase further into 35,000 per month for the next 3 years. Okay, so that is the fellowship which they are going to provide. Student with external fellowship from agencies like CSIR, UGC etc. will be eligible to draw fellowship as per the exact rules of the respective funding agencies. So that means very simple, that if you have any JRF fellowship, then that you will get through that particular portal, and if you have GATE or LS, in that case you are eligible for institute fellowship. Research area of some schools are shown. Chemistry, for chemistry they have not shown or they have not mentioned research area, so let's leave that part. Selection process is pretty simple. The selection committee of the respective school will shortlist the candidate among those who meet the minimum educational qualification and satisfy additional criteria which each school may set as a deemed necessary. I just told you what is about the chemistry. So if you fulfill those criteria, then in that case you will be shortlisted for it. The shortlisted candidate will be called for an interview supplemented by a written test if necessary for the admission. So an interview is like obvious, but a written test may happen or may not happen. That is subjective. Now, based on the academic record of the performance of the candidate in the selection process, the selection committee of the school will recommend the candidate to the chairman or academic council for admission in the PhD program. So it's as simple as that. Based upon your performance, will be like recommended over there. Now, all candidate called for the test interview will be paid to a to and fro single second sleeper class railway fare by short route from their place to the residence to the institute. So from wherever you are coming to the institute, you will be paid travel allowance for a second sleeper class. All right, and you have to produce evidence. Okay, you have to produce the railway ticket in order to get this travel allowance. Now, how to apply? So the application form has to be filled up online on this particular website, and the candidate should follow the stepwise instructions. So that's what you have to do. So this is the website on which you have to apply. So just come little down over here. Okay, I'll show you this a little bit late, that how to apply. Let's continue reading that. Now the candidate intending to apply for more than one school has to fill the form separately, and you should also have a copy of your reference letter, which is all actually available online. So you have to get it filled whenever you are going to come for the interview. You should have that particular like reference letter. Okay, so 2 sealed letter of reference in the prescribed format with the signature of referee on the envelope should be produced by the student at the time of interview. So that you don't have to do now. at the time of interview you have to do that. And NISER does not demand any application fee from the candidate who apply for PhD program. So this is totally free. You don't have to pay any money to apply for the PhD program. Okay. The online application has started from 1st of October and the last date is 31st of October. So in case if you are willing to apply for it, make sure that you are applying within this date. Also, I just didn't mention for Bhopal, for IISER Bhopal, the last date is 1st of November. So make sure you are filling the form before that particular date. Okay. Now you can read about the rest of the important dates. There is nothing that much important on these pages. Yeah, just a checklist for the application submission. You should have all these things whenever you are going to apply or whenever you are going to fill the form. You should have a JPEG file for your passport size photograph. You should have a valid signature and you should have a birth certificate. That means your 10th passing certificate will be considered as birth certificate. So 10th mark sheet basically. Then certificate in support of category. If you belong to a certain category, you should have that certificate. And you should have certificate and mark sheet in support of your passing qualifying examination, means MSc mark sheet is being asked over there. Certificate in support of qualifying national level exam, that means you should have the award letter, JRF award letter, or if in case if you have qualified NET, then in that case you should have the certificate, NET certificate. So that also you should have. For a student applying for PhD in mathematics through NBHM PhD written test, need to upload the interview call letter received from NBHM. So that is for mathematics. So that's not for us. So this is the whole process and that's the whole thing about your NISER Bhubaneswar. Now let me just quickly tell you that how you can directly apply or what is the application process. So you can just scroll down a little bit and here in how to apply you have this link, right? You just have to click on this link and you will be taken to the official website of NISER. And over there you just have to again scroll down to this latest news where we have just opened that that notification, right? So in the same place you have this PhD advertisement for winter session. Just below that you have apply online. So click on this apply online and you will be taken to a page where you have to log in. If you are new, basically you have to register. So register over here and fill the form, whatever requirements or whatever things are being asked. Just fill the form according to that and that's it. That's how you are going to fill it. So these are two very important institutes and they have opened their admission portal. In case if you are eligible for it, do make sure that you are applying for it. And this was the video just to inform you about all these things. So that's all from my side. Thank you so much for watching and I will see you in the next one. Till then, have a great day. Bye-bye.
Hey guys, so I teach for CSI UGC NET category on Unacademy platform. Over there I take free classes as well as paid classes. You can reach out to my profile using the link given in the description of the video. You will find various free courses. Also there are some paid courses. The paid courses are highly organized, they are regular and they are on the daily basis. So in case if you are interested and you want to join my paid classes, for that you have to take Unacademy Plus subscription. You can do that by using my referral code, that is N_Huda. That's my referral code. If you use that referral code, you will get 10% discount on the subscription. Also, you'll get access to join my WhatsApp group along with other plus. So do check out my profile and access all the free classes. Take the benefit of them. So that's it from me.